If you've been looking at website options and wondering what the actual difference is between a template website and a bespoke website, here's the simple answer. A template website starts with a proven structure that is then customised to suit your business, whereas a bespoke website is built around your business from scratch. Neither one is automatically better. The right choice depends on what your business needs now, how complex your website needs to be, how much room you need to grow. This is one of those website topics that can sound more complicated than it really is. A lot of people hear the word template and assume it means basic, generic, or poor quality. And then they hear bespoke and assume that must automatically be the better option. But it is not as simple as that. A template website means the starting point already exists. The layout, the page structure, and the general framework are already there, and then that is adapted using your branding, your content, your images, and your messaging. A bespoke website means a site is planned and designed around your business from the beginning. So instead of fitting your business into an existing structure, the structure is created around what you do, who you help, and how you want people to move through the site. That is the real difference. One starts with a framework and adapts it, the other starts with your business and builds from there. And that difference affects the cost, the timescale, the flexibility, and how well the site will support you as the business grows. So let's break it down a bit more practically. What is good about a template website? The biggest advantages are usually speed, simplicity, and cost efficiency. Because the structure already exists, the process is often quicker and more straightforward. At FreshOnline, our premium template websites start from £975 plus VAT, and they can range from 6 pages upwards, depending on what the business needs. The build stage is usually around 2 to 4 weeks, depending on page count, not including the content collation stage. That can be a really strong route for anyone who's just starting up, who's a sole trader, a smaller local business, businesses with a simple service offering, or businesses that want a strong version 1 without overcomplicating things. And this is important. Template website does not have to look generic. A good template website can still look polished, professional, and well-branded. It can still convert. It can still build trust. The issue is not that it started from a template. The issue is whether the final site gives the business what it actually needs. So when does a template website start becoming the wrong fit? Usually when the business starts needing more than that structure can comfortably support. It might be things like more services, stronger SEO targeting, different audience journeys, more specific layout, and more flexibility over time. That is when the quicker and simpler route can start becoming restrictive. So what's good about a bespoke website? The biggest strength of a bespoke website is fit. It is shaped around your business from the ground up. That usually means a lot more flexibility in terms of layout, stronger alignment with your services, better room for SEO planning, more deliberate user journeys, and more space to grow later down the line. At FreshOnline, bespoke websites start from £1,950 plus VAT for a 6-page site. And the build stage is usually around 4 to 8 weeks, depending on scope and page count. Again, not including the content phase. So yes, it usually takes longer. Yes, it usually costs more. But that is because there is a lot more planning, more design thinking, and more custom work involved. If you're a new local business with a few core services and you mainly need to get online with something professional, trustworthy, clear, a premium template route can be a really smart decision. You get something strong, polished, and much more cost effective without paying for complexity you may not need yet. But if you're an established business with several services, stronger SEO ambitions, and a website that needs to do more of the selling for you, bespoke often makes much more sense. Because at that point, the site needs more structure, more control, and more room to support growth properly. And that is the bit that people often miss. This is not about being cheap and the other being fancy. It's about one being the right fit for where your business is now. So how do you know what route is right for you? Here is the easiest way to think about it. Choose a template website if you want to get online sooner, your services are relatively simple, You want to be sensible with budget. You need a strong version 1. Your business is still at a stage where simplicity is actually a benefit. Choose a bespoke website if your business has several services. SEO is an important part of the plan. You need more control over structure and user journey. The website needs to support growth more actively, and you want something built around your business rather than adapted to it. And here is probably the most important thing. Do not choose based on a label. Do not assume bespoke is automatically better because it sounds more premium. And do not assume template is automatically the wrong choice because it sounds more basic. The biggest mistake is not choosing template or bespoke. The biggest mistake is choosing the wrong fit for what your business actually needs. Sometimes businesses overinvest too early. Sometimes they underinvest and end up with a website they outgrow quickly. The better decision is usually the one that matches where the business is now, while being realistic about where it's likely to go next. So if you've been weighing up template versus bespoke, hopefully that gives you a much clearer idea of what the real difference is. It's not really about which one sounds better, it's about which route gives your business the right balance of cost, flexibility, and long-term fit. If you want a rough idea of cost, you can use our online quote calculator. And if you want to talk through which route might suit your business best, feel free to pop in for a coffee and we can chat through your ideas.